Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube fam? Hold on, wait a minute. Day 1 footage of going to see the two cars between which I was choosing turned out to be footage of me rambling about myself rather than anything related to cars. Thus I decided to move the initial day of car inspecting at the back of the video, and let's crack on with the day I actually went and bought a car. If you are keen on finding out why I was so hell-bent on owning an E65 one day, then it is available at the back end of the video. I reckoned that if I filmed it in the first place, then rather than just deleting it, I will still include it. Let me know in the comments what you think about the video in general. Deal has been made, so I'm about to jump into the Bolt drive, then do buses, and then eventually I will be at the car. This car is located at one of the tops of the Bermuda Triangle, so it's not easy to get there at all, and I guess nobody wants to see getting there montage, I'm pretty sure, so let me jump in the car and we'll see you at the car. Damn, this rig is hauling ass. It's doing about 90 in the town, so, or city, whatever it is. Go rig, go, 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 go! Bus station, I'm very green. I'm using public transport. I guess 2 legs done now. Might as well be. Damn, Pärnu has gotten a huge ass bus station. I haven't taken a bus here in a while. Walking along the street here, nighttime Vandra in Estonia, makes me feel that I've gone anywhere and everywhere to buy a car, which I sort of have. I've been to Germany and the UK, but yeah, this is like a vibe of its own, even though it's just Estonia, you know. Estonia is mastered by now. Tell everyone that aliens took me. Bye. So here's the sit-rep. I'm in the middle of nowhere, Estonia, trying to drive home. That's a speaker there, which is buzzing. I think that one, or some other speaker, I hope so. And yeah, let's see. I hope I will get home. If I get to Tallinn, everything else after that is just pure win. First junk buying shock has passed. We're doing about 90 kilometers per hour. And other than the buzzing there, I mean, we are fine at the moment, and obviously, you know, it's not blowing much air, which sucks ass, but was to be expected. Obviously, as an experienced chunk buyer, the first reaction is, what the fuck have I done again? But I guess first impressions is that we're gonna make it to Tallinn, and that's all I kinda sorta need. It seems it takes 90 kilometers per hour on cruise, about 10 liters per 100 kilometers, and it has a check engine light on, so I guess that makes sense. It will take a bit more fuel, as always, with the check engine light, and it was running rich, but whatever. I mean, now I'm done with this. I mean, I'll get at least like a few €100 back, so the minus won't be as great as it was with the Lexus, and here we are cruising. I don't know if I'm happy or if I'm scared. So yeah, I bought this 745i. I think it's even 2001 car, so really early E65, and I have no other excuses or redeeming features than it drives, shifts gears, brakes, and turns on and off, and blows kinda sorta air into the cabin. So that's good enough for today. I'm not gonna walk around this car at the moment because it's dark outside and whatnot, but 100 kilometers, a bit more to go, and I think we're gonna do it. I just added 35 liters of 98, and let's go. Okay, I cannot not give first impressions, even if it's just for myself. So the first thing you notice, that side speaker is buzzing, and you can smell there's this distinct like humidity smell in this car, so definitely there is some sort of a problem with water somewhere. But Other than that, it starts up fine. Let's put it into gear. Turn this blowage off. So the best blowage is on the window cleaning mode. Other than that, it's pretty shit, but at least it has some strong blowage in some form, so I'll take that. There's definitely some sort of electrical issue. It shows that the bonnet is open. It's clearly not, but it steers, it brakes, it drives. I deleted all the fault codes, and I think we're gonna get home. If nothing else, we're gonna get home. And to be honest, can't ask for much more. Yeah, maybe at some point I'll stop and try to close the bonnet, but other than that, I guess we're good. We just need to drive home. So peace. I'm driving. Sit rep number 2, second gas station. That was the last one. Was just fillers, fuelers, whatever they are. I can't recall the name of these things in English at the moment, but grabbed a bite to eat. I don't know, the remote is not working, but at least there's a key, so I got into the car. It fired up and it's running and driving, so I guess let's not get greedy. Everything's there. It's blowing some sort of air and whatnot, and that's all we kind of need. Okay, getting out of this one is a tricky. Well, let's do it like we're supposed to. But yeah, I mean, you can see it runs and drives, goes into gear, turns. The brakes were sort of working, and the engine has some power, like yeah, dynamic drive. No one ever needed that. But the engine is not super fast. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now you can feel the clunkiness of the gearbox, but it works. Shifts down, yeah. Now the gearbox is clunky as it's supposed to be. But if it takes me home, I'm happy with that. Then we can whatever manage. Get home is all I want from this car. So let's go, car, let's go. Morning after, and first important test is, let's see if there's like oil puddles under the car. And side note, I added oil and I put my oil canister down, and I never knew a few drops of oil make this kind of rainbow show. Okay, there is some sort of ecological catastrophe here, but I have to do a rain check because I added oil and I spilled a little. Maybe that made its way to the ground because some of the bottom plastics are in the trunk, who knows. But first things first, I need coolant. First trip to the auto parts store, and let's start adding fluids. And shit, you tell me, it looks dry and it's smoking when you start it up, so yeah, go figure. That's not too bad, I guess. Let's see, it shouldn't be exactly warm because I drove like 3 kilometers maybe. So we fired it up. Let's see what happens with it. Okay. It's not smoking now, and like I said, the car shouldn't be warm, so I guess it's okay. I hope it's okay. Ooh, and I guess on BMWs you can tell by the orange area there that, you know, the car's not warm, so you can't rev there. And now it started idling a bit shaky. I don't know, it's an old piece of shit used car. So I get this horrendous buzz from the passenger side door speaker, and let's see, let's pull fuse 65, which is radio, which should be this 30 amp here, and it looks to me that someone's already been pulling fuses. But let's pull this radio amp fuse and let's see what happens. So I'm just gonna try to get it off. Give me a sec. Pulled the 65, which was sitting just about there. That's this 30 amp fuse. Is it 30? Yes it is. And let's go and see what the buzzing does now. Obviously, welcome surprise today. The battery is not charged enough to start the car, but let's see. And no buzzing from the speaker anymore. That's perfect. Sorry, not the best lighting, and I'm not gonna show you how to change a tire, but how do you like them apples? I think it looks way sweeter than it did before. I don't know if the tires are better. The front tires are definitely better. I don't know if the rears are, because the rears are like 10 years old and have like 5 mil of tread left. Let's see what we're working here with. Yeah, discs and pads are shot. Calipers don't look too nice, but I suppose they work. Shock. Oh shit, man. What's that? What the hell is that? Yeah, a whole spring has broken off. Yeah, that's nice to know. Can I remove it? No. Oh, well, there you go. I guess, is it perched even somewhere? Okay, we have some springage at least. I'll take that. That's better than nothing. But let's get the tire under the car and wheel and tire, sorry, and see how it looks. This is rear left. So whatever that is, I'm sure that's not how it is from factory. They've made something blind. I think they've stuck something in something or whatever it is. I have no idea. I'm sure it didn't come from factory like this, but other than that, it looks really, really okay. I mean, for 1,700 euros, I mean, it looks decent, other than that thing there. Well, other side, no such surprises, so one broken spring. Everything else looks fairly decent for what I paid for this car, so not too shabby. A good deal for a change. There's even no error lights on the dashboard besides the parking brake. You fucking hater! Maybe don't park your electronically complicated beater cars under trees, because I've been washing this kind of shit out from these gutters for some time now. Like this one here, the closer one, and then like the roof one here, it's just full of this gunk. You see, it still looks green after like some washing. So, I don't know. It's just a terrible decision to do that, because this stuff will retain moisture and clog everything up, and then the car will most likely have electrical faults like this one has. Let's see what the hell I've actually bought here. So, I've already changed the rims and tires. I think these rims look way nicer than the previous ones, and I did that because the rear rims had like these Southern European winter tires on, and those do not cut the mustard in actual winter. But as I was changing the tires yesterday, I discovered that this front left spring had lost the whole coils worth, or whatever you want to call it, the whole section. You can see reviving an old car starter kit here. So that's something I've already noticed. All the brakes, calipers and pads are, no, not calipers, discs and pads are worn out or near to be worn out or close to be worn out. But the car brakes still, so I guess that's all good for the moment. But other than that, from the outside, it really doesn't look half as bad as it could be. I mean, compared to the last real piece of shit I had, the Lexus. Yeah, it has some rust spots here and there, like here. But this is to be expected from something that cost me like 1,700 euros, and it's in its 23rd year of use. Somebody had parked the car at some point under the trees for some time. All the gutters up there and basically all the seams all around, like even this seam here, these seams here were full of just, you know, tree gunk. So I washed some of that out. And like as far as the rust goes, this is like by far the worst of it. I have to use my head to hold it. Let's add some light here. So yeah, this is already beyond surface rust, but just the rear right door. And just as a quick tip, I mean, if your car is rusting, I just covered all the rust areas with this stuff. Let me turn the flash off. So I use liquid moly oils, and this MOS2 is some sort of a thing. They use it in engines too. So all I do is I just squirt it on the rusty area. I mean, it's better than nothing. That's all I'm gonna say. But from the inside, it looks fairly decent. It doesn't have mats, but like other than that, yeah, obviously there's a rip in the driver's seat there, and the steering wheel is worn. But phew, I mean, for what it costs and what it is, it looks real solid from inside, especially from the rear. I mean, as always, rear seats are basically not used. And let's go quickly walk around the car. I'll show you from under the bonnet too. It's really not nothing terrible. I mean, for this money, it's a whole lot of car. Especially here. I mean, in the UK, you can buy all sorts of cars for 1,700 quid, but for 1,700 euros in Estonia, you can't buy much at all. Yeah, leaky here, but just minor stuff. That's to be expected. Nothing out of this world. All in all, it looks really decent, and you can see, like, from these parts too, like the cowling, everything is covered with some sort of pine needles. So it's been clearly sitting under a tree, which is itself is a stupid idea, because apparently the people who owned it previously, they had like many cars. So I don't know, park some other car other than your early 2000s full of electronics luxury sedan under the trees. I mean, if you have many, just park some other car under the tree, or I don't know if tarps are better or car covers. If the car is gonna stand for a long time and under a tree, maybe tarp will only, or car cover will only catch all the dirt. And I'll show you what's in the trunk too, as far as we're already like going around the car here. But I need to open it with the actual key, because the mechanism is a bit wonky. Yeah, it even won't work on this key. Let me show you the other key. Yeah, so it like opens and closes itself, and you, like, if it does the opening motion, you can't like pull it open. But I'll show you what's in the trunk. Plastics from under the car. I mean, it would be better if these would be on the car, but at least it came with these. And very uncommon to Estonia. Somebody had already bought some spare parts for the car, like the valve cover gaskets and whatnot. And these came with the car also. There's like these window mechanisms here and whatever. Let me film at a better angle. And you can see, like, it's been standing around because it's kind of sort of moldy. I haven't touched the trunk at all. Let it be as such for the moment. I may start using this car more, then obviously have to clean it up. But, you know, in general, I'd say in Estonia for this money, because this shit doesn't lie around, akin to like US or UK, for that kind of money, it's a steal, man. I'd say it's a steal. I get to live my BMW dream a little for next to nothing and not much to lose. and I'll take you on a little bit of a drive too then. Let me demonstrate this little whip for you. Honest to God, I'm not praising myself because I've done fair share or bought fair share of bad buys, so I'm not gonna even pretend that I'm some sort of used car magician expert. But as far as this purchase goes, this far, damn, I'm pleased. This is there's surprisingly surprising amount of cars still left. Yeah, left front, the headlight, one of the indicator bulbs is gone. We got a nervous Toyota driver behind us. Let's just drive a bit faster. But it starts, it goes into gear, it changes gears, it steers, it brakes, it has warm air coming from the vents. I can't ask for much more, to be honest, for this kind of money. And let's go over the bump. As far as I'm concerned, like, no extra noise. Okay, it did hit a bit hard there, but still, manual shifting works. We're in third, fourth, third. Let's go down to second for the corner. Yeah, like after the last Lexus buy. Oh, no, we don't need first. Yeah, take it easy. Sorry, we don't need first. After the last Lexus buy, I'm surprised how much car I got for that kind of money. Because literally, if any one of these things wouldn't be working, then it would already be sort of a bad buy. But everything is working, even the cruise control. Let us go up this hill and I can demonstrate that to you. Yeah, so I can't say that I'm regretting this buy at this moment. Let's see. Let's give it some corners. Corners. Oh no. It's a sporty BMW. Corners is nothing for it. Absolutely nothing. I'll give it a little welly. It shifts down, it accelerates. I'm not gonna go too fast because I mean, it is a 4.4 V8, but there's not much to demonstrate here, to be honest. At least in my opinion, it's sort of slow and sort of kind of consumes a lot of fuel for what you get, but that's irrelevant. That's just my opinion. Let's see. I'm not 100% at home with the cruise control yet, but cruise control on. We're cruising here, doing 54 kilometers per hour. Cruise control on. No problem whatsoever. Let's see. I'm just pushing the seat vent buttons. I don't know. I'm not putting heated seat on. I hate that. But I don't know. As far as the ventilation goes, I didn't feel anything. But the lights light up here. I don't know. But yeah, so this kind of car this time. Fulfilling my Eastern European prophecy. No, it's not prophecy. Fulfilling my Eastern European life goal of having a 7 Series BMW, and thus far I have no complaints. For the money I paid, no complaints whatsoever. So yeah, I guess sort of kind of should wrap this up here because I ain't got much to say about it anymore. It's a car, it works. Hooray for me, I guess. Anyhow, I was contemplating on how to start this video because whoever most likely is gonna click on this video is not really that interested about me, but just a bit of backstory. So let's say I'm from like a lower middle class to like a lower class family I'm from. I was raised by my mom with my sister. My father was in my life, whatever, whatnot. Basically, what I'm trying to say is we didn't have even a car, but through life coincidences and circumstances, I still have well-off godparents, godfather and godmother. And in 2004, I don't remember what it was. Was it my birthday? Was it my grandfather's birthday? Whoever's birthday it was, and they came to that birthday. I think it was 2004. Could have been 2003 or 2005, whatever. One of those years. Anyhow, they came to that celebration, and they had, back at the time, sort of kind of brand new E65. I didn't know much about cars. I was like whatever 13, 14, 15, so I don't know what engine they had. I remember it was silver, and that's about it. And ever since then, I remember seeing the car, and I got to sit in it for like, I don't know, 3 kilometers for a short little drive. And ever since then, it's kind of been on my mind, that car. Maybe some of you have seen my YouTube channel, so I've never had a BMW before. So I'm not a BMW person, but that E65, that's been etched into my mind ever since. And obviously, I do respect like all the M cars and all the cool cars like E38, 740i Sport with I think it has a limited slip diff and stuff. I appreciate it immensely. Everything pre-2010, I love all those cars, but not particularly a BMW has been on my radar. But the E65, like it's been on my consciousness ever since. And I know it's a terrible idea to go buy one with the last money you have, but over a long period of time, again, I have a little bulk sum of money on my bank account, and I just can't help myself. I know I know all the rumors of reliability and whatnot. I was just browsing Google quickly yesterday, and I don't know, somebody wrote, oh, he has over 70 modules, and there's so much to go wrong. And obviously there is, because it's like it's a car exactly from the period where they started going sort of digital, and it's like the earliest example of such car. So like the technology wasn't that advanced. So I think somebody wrote that it has over 70 modules. Well, 70 modules that can go wrong. Well, we only need the engine ECU and the gearbox ECU to work, and if those are good, then rest of the whatever 69 plus modules we don't even need. But in short, I'm been rambling a bit. It's a complicated car. From the time when technology of such kind was pretty new, now it's like 20 plus years later. There's no expectancy of reliability, but I'm going to go see 2 cars today, and let's see how it goes. But like, sort of been thinking about this moment for 20 years, and this car literally costs like 2,000 euros now. So I just can't help myself. I have a little bit of money, I have to do something, because life is all about progress. Life is all about moving in some direction, and this is the direction I want to move towards right now. So I'm off on an on-ramp, off to an on-ramp, on a bit of a highway stretch here. I'm like 25 minutes out, and let's go see. I most likely will be owning my first BMW soon. But yeah, 2 cars today, 730D and 745i, 2 completely different platforms. One is like the economy version, and the other one is near the top of the line. It's not 750 or 760, but a 3-liter turbo diesel and a 4.4 V8 petrol. Yeah, I mean, this has been. I've stretched this so long that most likely any sane person has turned this off by now. But let's go see cars. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up now and drive. Had a little gas station pit stop, had a little burger, and grabbed some water and cocoa and Red Bull. But basically, went to see the first car today. I guess I'll only manage 2 today. It was, I don't know, 730D E65, obviously pre-facelift, so I don't know what year, 2002, 3, 4, 5, I think 4 was the last one, pre-facelift. As to be expected, the engine was wet here and there. I mean, the engine was basically wet from everywhere, but totally expected for something 20 years old, which has done 400,000 plus kilometers. What was most troublesome to me is that he had the car in a garage in like +5 Celsius temperature, and it had trouble starting. Obviously it's a diesel, so you know they don't always like cold weather, but it was +5 degrees inside and still had trouble starting. Maybe it's just the battery, maybe it's who knows what. And I'm kind of looking for sort of kind of like don't get me wrong, but a complete car in a sense that it will run and drive, and then when it needs some things to be done, that's normal on an old car, 100% normal, like engine being wet from here and there and whatever whatnot. But the other thing is he's also not budging on price, so 2,500 euros is as low as he's willing to go, because like the rear left, it had regular suspension, not air suspension, so the rear left spring had snapped, but he had like springs and some other parts that needed fixing. He had all those, and great guy, epic guy. Spoke about cars and life in general for some time, and basically he said that he had the hoist and whatnot, so that he can fix the stuff himself and he doesn't need to sell the car. So if I would buy it for 2,500, okay, he said he could help me with fixing the stuff, so he could do some of it himself, but I would blow all my budget, and I would rather have something that starts, runs and drives and have some budget left than to blow whole budget and basically maybe it's just the battery, maybe it's some other diesel problem that I'm not 100% aware of, so who knows. But long story short, maybe it's a rather no, the first car I went to see, and at the moment I'm 59 kilometers out. I'm going to go see a 745i, obviously pre-LCI, and let's see how this one looks. At spots bumpy as hell, and basically pure ice, a thin layer of ice all over the road. So people who are maybe more closer to northern hemisphere, just you know how we drive in winter. Obviously this is not the main road, it's some B or C road in the woods, but still people use it. This is how we move around. Nice roads though. I mean, in the summer I think the asphalt is pretty smooth and pretty cool to cruise around here. Holy fucking hell. I was just inflating my tires here the same, and then this Golf pulled up behind me and they just inflated the tires and drove away. And shit, fuck. They just lost like quarter of the fluids of that car here. It's just pure black oil. I mean, shit. That's gotta be like 300 milliliters of oil that the car lost by being stationary for 2 minutes. Sitrep have been sitting in this gas station here for like 2.5 hours. It's like 10:30 p.m. so 22:30 or something. Yeah, 22:36. And I just dropped the lowball offer on the 745. And either way, I would have to drive back to home and then again here, so it really doesn't matter. So if he accepts it or not, but yeah. Just been chilling at the gas station. It like closed at 9, not 10 as the plaque says. I've been just sitting in the car on my phone. But sometimes you just need to exercise restraint and discipline. And I've never done it. I've always bought the first car and just GTFO'd. But this time, let's be adults, let's be disciplined and grown-ups, and let's see what happens. Just my life experience. Just have fucking Waze on, always. Just always have Waze on. It just makes sense. It's gonna be cheaper to buy yourself an extra phone and just always have Waze on. Yeah? Just remember that. Fucking remember that.